Hi guys, Rory here on week 4 of my Fat to Fit Hypno-Fasting journey. This is going to be a slightly different video because this week I have absolutely had, if you've read the Hypno-Fasting book, quite a few fuck it moments. So yeah, this week, in all honesty, I haven't made any progress in terms of weight loss. As you can see, here is the last week's weight, here is this week's weight, and here is my body comparison. So I have stayed exactly the same weight. However, that being said, I don't necessarily count that as a failure. Actually, it's quite good considering the fact that I have only fasted for 3 days this week, and they weren't long fasts, they were just normal, like standard 16-hour fasts. So 4 days this week I had breakfast, you know, in the morning, which I haven't done for the last 3 weeks, and I've been continuing to eat whatever I wanted. I actually had a few more snacks this week, so I've probably just gone, nah, fuck it. And whether that's tied into the fact that I had some alcohol actually on the Thursday after the video last week. As I mentioned, I was thinking I might have a drink. I did have a drink, and it turns out I think alcohol may be one of those things for me. I kind of had an idea about it already, but one of those things that gets in the way of not my motivation necessarily, because I'm still motivated, but my kind of willpower, maybe a willpower reducer to some extent, because, you know, the morning after I'd had the alcohol, I was kind of like, oh, I could have breakfast. Yeah, let's do that. Whereas ordinarily, if I thought I could have breakfast, I'd go, well, yeah, but I'm fasting, so I'm not going to have breakfast. So that's pretty much what happened. And then I had a little bit of alcohol left over from the previous night, and so me and Sarah, or Sarah and I, grammar, had you know finished that off, and then the night after that, one of my friends was like, oh, you're drinking now, I hear. Come around my house and have some beers. I was like, oh, okay, right. So that kind of happened. And having then, I had a sneaky weigh-in on Sunday morning, and I'd actually lost 3/4 pound at that point. And I was like, okay, wow, that's fantastic. I can just, you know, keep eating and doing whatever I want. And I got a bit cocky with it, and it may have been just kind of a fluctuation in the scales, because then when I got on the scales this morning, as you just seen, they're pretty much exactly the same as they were last week. However, at the same time as well, I have been working out. I missed Monday's gym session because I was playing football on Sunday and I injured my pinky finger. It's still quite painful. I went to the hospital and had it x-rayed. I was worried that it was actually fractured, but it's not. It's internally bruised. I can't quite make a full fist with it like I can with that one. So hopefully that's going to improve. But I still managed. It's Wednesday today. Managed to do my workout this morning. Had a little bit of an issue with push-ups. Couldn't put my hand flat on the floor for doing push-ups. Deadlifts, my finger didn't like that at all, so I had to cut the deadlift short, but managed pretty much everything else. Did some pull-ups with my pinky out like that. That was really weird. But yeah, so even though I've stayed the same weight, I've still been working out at the gym, so it's likely that I may have put a little bit of muscle on potentially as well. So I still count this week as a success, even though the scales haven't necessarily moved. I personally think there is a slight difference in body composition. It's not major. It's not like, you know, first week, sorry, the start until the 3rd week one. But, you know, that's, for me, that's progress. That's good enough for me for now. However, this week, we're going to get back on track. Not going to be drinking this week at all, because I need to stay in that mindset. I'm going to aim to do a long fast today. I haven't eaten now since about 6:30 last night. It's now almost 10 o'clock, so I've nearly done my 16-hour fast. I'm going to keep pushing that through as long as I can today, cutting down on the snacks and the stuff, and eating a little bit healthy. I've had a few comments from people saying, well, why don't you just switch out all the, you know, the burgers and the, you know, chips and the unhealthy stuff, and I might do that at some point. But I'm quite I wouldn't say it's an addictive personality. I'd say I have more of a hedonistic personality, because I could stop doing stuff whenever I want. You know, like I had some alcohol, yeah, brilliant. Okay, stop having alcohol, cool, done. However, if there's stuff that I enjoy having, then I like to just have it. You know, I don't like to necessarily limit myself, and that's the whole point. That's why I kind of designed the hypno-fasting process, so that you could, as it says on the cover, eat the food you like while still losing weight. And that's what I'm kind of trying to convey with this video. When it gets to a certain point, and I'm doing the hypno-fasting process, and then my weight loss, if it genuinely stalls, then I might make healthier food choices at that point. But for now, whilst what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, is actually working, I'm just going to stick with that just so you guys can see how you can still, you know, lose weight and become healthier whilst eating treat foods and, you know, not necessarily healthy diet type foods. So that's where I'm at now. I'm feeling generally pretty good, a bit stressed out, lots of work going on. So yeah, that's may have been a contributing factor to me maybe comfort eating. I haven't really thought about it, but it could be. Just kind of getting food on the run, so I've got more time to then go and do some work. But it's not the major thing. The major thing was just, I like it. I wanted to eat some nice food. And you will have just noticed that the angle of the camera just changed slightly because my lovely cat just attacked the tripod. So that's great. So yeah, don't try and film a video when you have little gigantic kittens roaming around your house. So if you haven't already, feel free to check me out on Instagram and Facebook, where I'll be sharing little hints and tips and comments throughout the week until next week's video. So yeah, that's a great place to get in touch with me. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is listen to my own premium hypno-fasting MP3. It's a really good idea to kind of get in the zone and to improve motivation. So I'm literally going to go now and do that, because it's a little bit of time in hypnosis focusing on your goals and, you know, what you want to do and what you want to achieve is really a productive use of time. So for now, thanks very much for watching, and I will be back in a week's time with an update with some weight loss. That's going to happen. See you next week.